Howdy folks, early riser here, doing a video tutorial of me setting up a Bitoreum Smartnode on a VPS server. I'm using Vultr as my host company, and here we go. So I got my wallet here. Collateral amount is 1 million Bitoreum. I sent myself 1,010,000 to cover transaction fees for this video here. So there we go. So I'm good on this end. I'm all synced up. Everything's good to go. I have my Vultr account all set up. I have mine on auto pay. I just put in my credit card information, put on auto pay, set and forget it. And that's all set. So I got my Vultr account set up. I got my Bitoreum wallet loaded with my balance there, and here we go. All right, products. I want to deploy a new server, and here we go. Cloud compute. I'm gonna go Intel high performance. Let's choose New York, New Jersey, just because I'm from New York. And there you go. All right. 20.04 on the Ubuntu. This will work. $6 a month. Turn off the enable backups. We'll unenable that. And I'll give this a name here. Let's go with Smartnode 1. And then hit deploy now. $6 a month. There we go. It's installing. Alright. So while that's installing, Vultr gives you they have or at least they did. I don't know where the hell it is. They gave you a terminal window to get into the server somewhere on here, which for some reason maybe they changed their layout. I don't see it. But there's usually some sort of button here. Whatever. I won't be using it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But they do give you I guess they call it a command window in which you could enter the server and let's see if it's here. Oh, here you go. Here's the console. Yeah, there's this one here. There you go. Okay. So I guess it's installing server software. I am absolutely not a programmer or developer or administrator by any means, so I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. I just know how to make a VPS Bitoreum node. So that's going on in the background. So you could technically use their I guess web version of the terminal. However, I don't like it. So I downloaded the freeware Putty and installed it here on Windows 11. It's a very cool application. Download just Google Putty. It's freeware. It's cool and it does the job. So as this is installing, we'll come over here. We'll click on it. All right. And in order to log into our server, we're going to need the IP address and the password. So let's view the password here. All right, IP address. We'll copy it. Come over here to Putty, host name, paste that right in, IP address, click open. Oh, it's probably not finished setting up yet. Give it another minute. In the meantime, I suppose we can send ourselves the appropriate collateral amount, which is 1 million Bitoreum. Let's see, what do we do here? All right, keep bearing with me. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I have my tabs open. from the Bitoreum website, bitoreum.org. How to activate a smart node on Linux and how to activate a smart node on Windows. I'll be using both of those. See if we can log in the meantime. Oops, wrong thing. Bear with me, folks. I'll figure it out eventually. Putty, there you are. All right. There's our IP. Open. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, okay, now we can log in. It's gonna throw this window at you. Just click accept. And we're gonna log in as root. This says right here, username root. Hit enter. It's gonna ask for the password. So make sure you make your password visible here, and you have to type this in. And as you type it in, it won't show the characters on the terminal window, console window, whatever the hell it's called. So you're just going to have to be very accurate. And if you get it wrong, you'll just have to do it again. So here we go. Hit enter. See if I did that right. Oh, apparently I didn't. All right, let's try that again. All right. Money sign 1 W M A N capital N S K L T L Q 7% lowercase n enter. Oh my god, I did it. Okay. Alright, that wasn't too hard. Only took 2 tries. Alright. So now come back over here on the instructions from the Bitoreum website, and we're going to copy this. We're going to come back into Putty, and we're going to Control V or right click paste. It automatically pops it in. Just hit enter. It starts doing computer stuff. Very good. All right. We're going to copy this. Come over to Putty. Paste. All right. It looks like my swap, it always, as many smart nodes as I went through here, it always comes up as, it always has available memory. So I kind of skip this step here because the swap never returns 0. It always has the memory. So that's good. So I kind of skip the rest of this part 2 here. And then I'll enable the firewall. So I'll just copy this whole section. Copy. Come over to Putty. We're going to paste it. Starts going. UFW enable. Hit enter. Click. Y. Enter. And there we go. All right. Now we're going to install fail to ban. You could probably copy both of these in one shot. Copy those, come back into Putty, paste. All right, maybe I should have just done the top one. All right, let's copy this. It should. All right, hit enter. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Then we'll copy and paste this. Copy. Paste. All right. Then I hold down Control and X. Save modified buffer. I hit Y. That happens, and then I just hit enter. Boom. There you go. All right. So now we're going to copy that. Paste it there. Hit enter. All right. Restarted. And now we're going to reboot the server. Copy that. Paste it here. As soon as I hit enter, it's going to kick me off. presumably. And I am disconnected. Alright, so we'll close Putty, because the server's restarting. Alright. In the meantime, I suppose we could, while that's restarting, we can come over to our wallet and we can send ourselves the collateral amount to get the ProDX transaction information. It's easy enough to follow these instructions. So I'm going to go to my wallet. I'm going to receive. I'll make a new label. I'll call it Smart Node Receive 1. Hit enter. And there we go. I generated myself an address here. So we're going to copy that address. You can either double click it or just click copy, close. We're going to send ourselves that collateral. Go back to the send tab, pay to. We're going to paste that in. And there's the name I created. And we're going to send ourselves 1 million Bitoreum. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and a 1. We're going to send. It's going to ask me to enter my passphrase, which I'm sure you all created to encrypt your wallet. And easy peasy. Let's do it. I confirm. All right. Look at that. Okay. So we got that going there. In the meantime, we'll come back over here and let's make this active and see if we can get back to our server now that it restarted after we installed the firewall and gave it the instructions. We got that there. Let's fire up Putty. Let's copy our IP address again. Fire up Putty. We'll paste our IP address in there. Hit enter. Log in as root. Some people change the names and passwords for these things. I'm going to destroy this server when I'm done with the video, so this is just for an example. But I don't know how to do all that other fancy administrative stuff. Anyway, so I just leave it as root. My password, let's see if I can get this one on the first try. Hit enter. And we're in. Okay, so we restarted with the firewall active. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we did all that. We rebooted the server. Bitoreum daemon. All right. This here, I like to do this differently because when I copy and paste this into Putty or into the terminal of the server, sometimes it does weird stuff. So I copy this here. I have Notepad open here. I'm going to paste it in. I believe this should be 2 lines instead of 3 lines here. Anyway, so I'll reformat it, if you will, and I'll copy these 2 here. Copy. Come back into Putty, and we're going to paste. And there we go. All right. Now we're going to copy here. Come back into Putty. We're going to paste. We're going to hit enter. And now it's downloading and installing the Bitoreum daemon on the server. Alrighty. And now we're going to come over here. We're going to copy this. Come back into Putty. We're going to paste. Alright. Set that executing permission, whatever the hell that is. Copy. Paste. Easy peasy. And then we're going to sync with network. Copy. Paste. There we go. Starting it up. All right. So let's come over back to our wallet now. We're going to wait for 3 confirmations, which hasn't happened yet. So maybe I'll pause this and come back with the last little bit of this. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. All right, I have confirmations of the payment to myself. So now we could set up our ProDX command. I'll use Notepad. Copy that. Oop. Here we go. All right. ProDX quick setup. Quotation. We'll need our transaction ID of the collateral we sent ourselves. Double click that. Get your transaction ID. Copy it. I'm going to paste that in. Space. Open some new quotations. I know I'm a 1. Close it. Space. Some more quotations. We're going to need our IP address of our server. Here it is. Vultr's telling us, here we go. Copy IP address. Copied. I'm going to paste that in. Our port number, 15168. Oop. There we go. And last but not least, we'll need an address to cover the fee. Whoops, wrong thing. What am I doing? Here we go. All right, let's open our console here. List address balances. All right, let's see what we got. Hit enter. Oh, this one. Here we go. This should be enough. So we know our 1 million's locked up already. So I'm going to use this address to cover the collateral. Anything that's greater than 1 Bitoreum is plenty sufficient. We'll copy that. We'll paste that in. Quotations. There we go. All right. So we'll copy our ProDX command here. Copy. Come back into our wallet debug console. All right. We'll unlock our wallet. Wallet passphrase. I have my 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just for demonstration purposes. And we'll open it up for 10 minutes or 600 seconds. Hit enter. It should read null. There you go. We're unlocked. We'll paste in our ProDX command with our relevant information. Transaction ID, IP address, port number, all that. Collateral address for the transaction fee. Hit enter. Boom. There we go. All right. I like to, just for record keeping purposes, I'll copy this. I'll paste it into Notepad. And it'll tell you here, it creates a new receiving address for you in your wallet in which your rewards will be sent to. And here it goes, payout address. And we'll change that. You can give that a name later on, as well as other addresses it created when you ran that command. All right, so now we got our ProDX command in there. All right, and the next thing for us to do is to come back into I guess we're gonna have to go to our server here, and we're gonna stop the daemon. So here we go. Copy that. We'll go back into putty. It didn't log us out yet. That's good. We'll paste that in. Oh, look at that. We're disconnected. All right, we'll have to relog in. Bear with me. All right. Copy our IP address, putty. Here we go. Log in as root. There's a way to change the password and accounts. You can change the root. You can make a new account. I don't know how to do any of that, so I just leave it as it is. See if I can get this one on the first try again. The password. Enter. And I got it right. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So we're going to stop the daemon, copy that. Putty. We're going to paste that in. Stopping the daemon server. There we go. Now we're going to open the config file. Copy that. Paste it into putty. All right. Now we ran that protx command here. It should have created a config file, and it tells you right here the location of it. It's on my desktop. It's in my wallet folder. So we'll get to my desktop here. If I can get to it. There we go, my Bitoreum folder. Oh, and look at that. There's a file here that just got created when we ran that protx command. Open it up, and we'll copy this. We'll close that out. All right, we're back into Putty here. I'm going to paste that into Putty. And then I'm going to hit Control X. And do I want to save it? I'm going to hit Y. And then I'm going to hit Enter. And there we go. All right, we're almost there. And then we're just going to start our server, our daemon, back up over here. Paste that in. Should be starting. There it goes. And that's it. You're good to go. There's this command here. And I guess it won't give real information until your node gets recognized, which will be a few hours, depending how many nodes are on the network. Let's see what it tells us. Paste that in, enter, and it's waiting for the protx command to populate, I guess, on the network. And that's basically it. You can close Putty down, and that's that. Vultr, you don't need that anymore. Close that right out. I have it on auto pay. I don't have to look at it again until, the next collateral change. So there we go. There's that. I don't need instructions anymore. I don't need instructions anymore. And you could check the status of your node. What's my IP address here? 104.238. Let's see if we're on the network yet. Master nodes. All right, IP address. We'll sort it by numbers. I don't see us yet. We're starting with 104, so we'd be at the top. But in the meantime, when you start getting rewards, it'll show up in your transaction history here. And if you want to change the name of your receiving address for the collateral payments instead of just having a random thing, you can go to File and Receiving Addresses, and it shows a variety of addresses. And in your protx command, it spit out information. Your payout address, this one here, ends in ESZ. I'm going to come back into the wallet and I'm going to look for that. ESZ, this one here, I'm going to double click it, or right click it, I should say. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to give it a name as Smartnode 1 Receiving. Hit OK and close. So that way, when you start getting your payments every 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, and it comes up in your transaction history, or it comes up over here, it'll say SmartNode 1-REC. So if you have multiple nodes, you might call them 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'd show up accordingly. And that's it. By default, the wallet doesn't show the Smart Nodes tab up here. So in order to activate that, settings, options, wallet, show Smart Nodes tab, hit OK. I'm going to have to restart in order for it to show. So I'll close down. I'll fire it back up. Let's see if we're even potentially on the network yet. IP address. Oh my god, I think that's us. This is us right here, 104.238, 130, 117. All right, that'll eventually change when we come around to it. It's probably going to take 5 or 6 hours, but it'll eventually change to uh the last time you got paid. And it'll show the block number, etc. And that's it. You're good to go. Is there anything else? I guess I can, those of you who have nodes that have locked collateral in them, in order to resend yourself, if you're updating 800,000 Bitoreum to 1,000, it might be locked up. In order to unlock your funds, you can go to options, a wallet, and enable coin control features. Tick that, hit OK. And then in send, you can click inputs, and you can see if I want to send myself, anything above my available balance of, 9.999, it wouldn't allow me. So to unlock your nodes that are maybe stuck at 800,000, you just right click on the lock and you click unlock unspent, and then you'll be able to send yourself the 1 million collateral to use for the ProDX command. And there you go. That's it. I'm gonna relock it, and there you go. That's the end of the show, folks. I wish you all the best. Um, you can ask questions, but I probably won't be able to answer them because this is all I know how to do, and it's enough to get the job done. And that's it. Take care and goodbye.